Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Well, I tell you, it's that season. It's voting season in Atlanta. It may be voting season where you are or in your country. I'm not sure. But in Atlanta, Georgia, we are voting for a new mayor, city council, a number of PSC people, the people over the electricity. There's a number of statements we need to look at closely. So you could tell I haven't voted yet. I'm going to vote tomorrow. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, early voting ends tomorrow. I think that's it. So I'm going to go vote tomorrow. But let me tell you what I got in the mail. Let me tell you what I got in the mail now. I got my Center for Voter Information. I love this. How many of you all got this? Center for Voter Information. Center for Voter Information. My favorite piece of paper. One of them. Why do you like this, Georgia? Well, first, I didn't like it. First, I'm going to tell you what I didn't like about it first. First, it says, let me just say, I don't know if you get this in your state. It's a nonprofit group. And public records said, Dear Georgianne, public records indicate that you are eligible to vote in the upcoming election on Tuesday, November the 4th. Remember, who you vote for is private, but whether or not you vote is public record. Now, I didn't know that whether I voted or not, I'm not sure I wanted that to be public record. Why does that need to be public record? I think it's a shaming kind of thing. I think it's used to shame people. And maybe that works. What do you think? I don't know. I don't like you knowing when I voted. I don't particularly like that. But then again, I thought about it I thought it should be something that if you kept up with it, you send it to me. Well, it doesn't have all my neighbors in here. Okay, so let me get to the rest of it. It says, I don't know, I'm torn. In an effort to promote election participation, we're sending this mailing to you and your neighbors to share who does and does not vote. While we have hidden the name and street number of your neighbors to protect their privacy, these are true voting records. So do I need to know that my neighbors don't vote? Maybe I do, because this is my thing. If you're going to bitch, then you ought to vote. Otherwise, close your mouth. Now, if you got a problem, an issue, your SNAP is going to be cut off November the 1st. You got us all out here scrambling to make sure you get your SNAP, because children need SNAP. I agree, children is for children. But then I want to ask, and I need to know who y'all vote for. I need to know that record. Well, you give me a record. Give me a record of who did you vote for the present administration. That's what I want to know. While you out here screaming and hollering, talking about the money, and you're not getting your SNAP, and you're not getting this, for whom did you vote? Did you vote for the present administration, or did you not vote for the other person? See, because I voted for the black lady. I'm going to say it just like that. I voted for the black lady. Period. 100%. And we wouldn't have all this going on. It's a lot we wouldn't have going on. It's a lot. But that's neither here nor there. You got to live with the administration you have. And when you do that, you adjust. You say, okay, my candidate did not win. You don't still fight the battle. You adjust so that you can be ready for the next election. Now, we were screaming and hollering about SNAP once we found out who was really on SNAP. When it was the welfare queens on SNAP, so y'all said, then you didn't want any help for SNAP. You called our people welfare queens. When in fact, the first aid to women who had children and no husband was for white women. You all need to get your history. I talk to you all the time. Read a freaking book. Look it up. Now you got Google. Google got AI. Look up the first projects in Atlanta was not for anybody black. You all got this whole thing twisted. It was not. White women who were divorced were giving government supplements first. Black women could not have it, nor could black people move in the same. Black women could not move in the same projects with the white women who had these supplements. You took care of your own first. And then when black women were able to get we didn't get them to the 60s and 70s. You had them since 1932, 33. Let the truth be known. This half-ass not telling the truth, this gets on my nerve. Excuse my French. It really does. You quick to point your finger at me, a black person and a black woman, and you don't even know your own history. Like you don't even know where you came from. Talking about y'all came from some, oh Lord, don't get me started on that. You get Frances is flipping in her grave. But I just want to say to you all, this voting thing is really important. You got to vote. A man came to my door today. I'm going to say who it is. He came to my door. I don't know him. I got my candidate's name is in the yard, Tony Beelan. But this man came to my door. I like the fact that he came to my door. I did. I like the fact that Harold Harnett has been out here working since before all these different names came up. I like the fact that Rustin is over there in the NPUP. He's worked very hard. People have worked hard in the neighborhood. And I support, what's the word I want to use for that? I understand that there's a movement for a Wayne Martin. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him other than the fact that Andrew Young is supporting him. And that's the godfather for the neighborhood. Shirley Franklin is supporting him. And Aaron Turpo is supporting him. And so you got all of that going on. And this is a contested race. We'll see who makes it through. And whomever makes it through, we're going to adjust and we're going to work with that person. That's what we're supposed to do. It's the same thing in the White House. I didn't vote for him. And so, but what I'm going to do? He is the president. He's still the president. He's going to be president for the next 3 years. I'm not going to go out here and do one thing. He's the president. He can either go on with what he said he's going to do. But he's doing what he said he was going to do. So you need to adjust and get on to what did you have a B plan? If Vice President Kamala Harris did not win, did you have a B plan? You put all your eggs in her basket. I put all my eggs in her basket. I kept me one out. I put 11 in there. Kept one out. Just in case. You gotta have it. You put all so all the people who put their eggs in the other basket, I don't need you crying and carrying on at all. You voted. The thing I need for you to do is remember what you voted for. And to have this right here, have a voting record. Now, when I open my voting record, you know what I liked? I like voted across there. Voted. It goes across, they say which vote, they go back 4 years. No, they go back more than 4 years. So they last 4 elections. They go back to the last 4 elections. So it started in 2018, 2020, 2022, 2024. I want voted across my little paper. The people they got down underneath me where they don't have any person's name or their address, they got voted. They got one that didn't vote all the time. But I don't know that. What does that say to me? What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to be mad about it? I don't know what happened. It could have been out of town. Anything could have happened. So what? Why do I need to know that? I do like the fact that I got a record. What you've done for me is given me a record of my voting that I can keep up with. That's what you've done for me. But I'm not sure I'm crazy about that whole idea, except for that. And have you gotten one of these in the mail? Have you gotten this? Or do you have one? Or if you are in another state, you might want to join with these people and start this nonprofit and send it out and let people know who's voted. I think it helps I know it helps the candidates. That the candidates can come and see who voted on this street. on the street I'm on, or what neighborhood votes the most. All that you need all that when you're running for office. And right now, we need to put the best people in. Now, the best people don't always win, because I didn't win. Avalon didn't win. And I think we're some of the best, because we're committed. Anybody who knows me and knows Avalon know we were and are committed to our neighborhood, and we were and are committed to what we do. We put it 100% in. I always believe in providing jobs. My mother provided jobs because she kept a business. So she provided jobs, which is what I think we are to do. We are to be in business and provide jobs for somebody else to have a place to work. You don't think nothing about the Coca-Cola Company or Home Depot, or you don't think anything about Colgate, you don't think anything about Budweiser, you don't think anything about those people are providing employment. Delta Airlines, you don't think anything about it until one of us say, I want to provide employment. Then you don't want that, because my face don't look like everybody else. Willie Lynch has done a great job. Willie Lynch, read it. Well, we hate one another so much that we don't want to support one another. And all the other races know that about us. That's what's so sad. Oh, I've gone down another road. I've gotten off the voting thing, but it's so sad that my Greek friends used to tell me all the time, y'all don't like each other. I don't understand. Y'all broke. You don't have anything because you won't help one another. I'm glad these youngins, these 22, 27, 29-year-olds, they're not playing that. They are like, we're going to shop with one another. And I want y'all to shop with me. I want you to shop with Boutique Indigo Soul. As many people as I know, I got a whole syrup. You see that? Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying, we got the Divine Nine. I'll do it that way. The Divine Nine, we need to be supporting the Divine Nine and any associations. Do you know what we could do collectively and collaboratively? It's just so much. I won't do that. I want to talk about the voting. I'm going to stay on the voting. I need for us to vote. If you haven't voted, please go and vote. You can't talk about what's going on if you haven't voted. You don't have a conversation with me, because I ask you, did you vote? And you say you didn't vote, then why are you talking to me? Don't talk to me. Because a lot of people had to count how many beans were in a jar. I didn't know that growing up. I found that out when I came south, when I learned more, got more history classes. Because my parents always voted. My mother and my grandmother, they worked the polls. And everybody was Republican. I remember that. I remember they were Republican. Because the Republican Party was the party of Lincoln. And they loved the fact that Lincoln, well, is given he's, how can I put this? So he freed the slaves, enslaved people. He freed the enslaved people with a stroke of the pen. But we all know the story behind that, and we know he had his own enslaved people, and we know he was a mulatto, and we know we've already had 7 black presidents before Barack Obama. See, I need you all to just open a book. Just go AI. Just go get you Google. You don't even have to go open a book anymore. Just Google. Anything Georgianne says, Google it. They might have taken it down. They take stuff down, they may. I don't know. But when you know your history, you just get annoyed with people who don't know the history, number one. And number two, don't understand the importance of knowing the history so you can lift people up. Lift up your students. I work on lifting up my students. I got papers I'm grading them now. Because we talked about, I don't know if I can talk about that. Anyway, we talked about lynching in America. And I want them to go down to the museum down in Montgomery, or go right on Atlanta Student Movement Street, used to be Fair Street, and go to the Absalom Center, the Absalom Episcopal Center for Racial Healing. And in front of that is the obelisk, and on it are the 300 plus names of those Georgians that were lynched. It's important to recognize and important to understand the fear and the trauma associated with that, which is why we have this generational trauma that goes on, which is a whole nother discussion. I'm not going there. I'm going to stay with the voting. Listen, have you gotten this yet? And does it have voted, 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 voted? All the way across, it should say voted, 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 voted. Voted, 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 voted. We need to vote. Now, you can vote for whom you want. We got people, all kind. Let me tell you something. Well, how can I say it? 6 neighborhoods have switched. And they're part of my Who Lived Here, Where'd They Go neighborhoods. And 6 of them have gone from all black to all white. Where did the people go? How did they leave? If you look on my site, I don't have it on my site. I need to ask Miss Beverly Maddox, who runs my website. She's 360 Media. She runs my websites for me. If I have Reverend Jerome Banks, because he has a compelling story. We filmed it at Clark Atlanta University. It may be on Clark Atlanta University's site and or on the television, CAU TV. But when you listen to the trauma and the root shock and that's associated with being snatched from your neighborhood by any means necessary, so that the developers can have a better place for them to play and have fun and enjoy life, because your housing wasn't acceptable in their sight. We need to vote. We need to vote, and vote soon. And so I could talk to you all the time about school and history and what we don't know. And I might need to start my own history channel at this point, because I'm just amazed at what we don't know. But I tell you what, I got a G Nation out there. And my G Nation, which are the students that I teach at Clark Atlanta University and those that I have taught, they know the story. And many of you, you're sitting home all day, you're retired. Go to AI, go to Google. Google this, Google that, read Google, Google. You just put in whatever. Go to YouTube. YouTube has how to, what is, how to. All of that is right there. The technology is already on your phone, in your hand. Look it up, especially when you're talking about who's running for office and what do they have to offer. You don't need anybody to tell you who to vote for. I mean, I can tell you a lot about my candidate, and I will hope that you will vote for her. But so can Aaron Turpo tell you a lot about Wayne, and people can tell you about Nate, and I can tell you about Harold Harnett, and other people could tell you about Harold. I can too. We all can tell you something good. We have good candidates in District 11. Russian, we don't have Reginald. We don't have any. All our people are upstanding. I have to hand it to the residents and to the candidates of District 11. We have some outstanding men and women. I think it's another young lady, Sherry. She's worked hard with the gas station, I think, trying to keep gas stations out of the neighborhood. We got hard-working people in District 11. And it's going to be an honest race. I'm glad of that. And people are going to vote for the candidate of their choice. And it will get counted appropriately, because it's counted differently now. And I'm very proud of that also. And so we got the city council president. We have, and I think somebody else has, Michael Bond has someone running against him. And Michael Bond has done, see what he's done, maybe they don't understand. And one of the criticisms that his opponent has is something that we love, or that I personally love as a black person. And so I guess they don't understand what we need. And that turned me off with that person who was running against him. I'm like, how dare you make a big deal out of that? Are you kidding me? But anyway, I'm not going to speak against anybody, because you have the right to run. And you have a right to make a choice, many of you. And please vote in this election. We have a Rohit, R-O-H-I-T. I haven't met him, but I know that Charles Black is supporting him. And Charles Black is the Atlanta Student Movement person. And Marcy Overstreet has been our council person. She's running for city council president now. So we got some heated races out here. And we got some heated races out here. But we got good people. And what I like about what we do in Atlanta, the people, they want to see a difference, and they all have worked hard for the city to make a difference. And I believe that when they get in, they will work hard. Because it's up to us to hold them to the task, though. If we let them get by with things, but people just sometimes they don't want you there because you are a legacy, as in Michael Bond. We tired. What you tired of is looking at what the Bond name stood for, which was truth. You don't want the Bond name maybe because I'm tired of all them same people. Well, Julian Bond, he'll always be a hero with me because I remember him win. Because I guess you all wait for all of us to die, then there's nobody to support maybe somebody like Julian Bond to say what he did to start the help with the Atlanta student movement. And when he stood up and said he wanted to be vice president of the United States, and when he sat in the State House, he was a fighter for rights. And so that's what the Bond name has stood for. And so you think about what you're saying. You see, so I just think that we don't lose sight of where we come from and where we're going. And of course, I'm supporting Andre Dick because I don't know who else is running. He's done a good job. What are y'all saying about let him stay mayor, because we can keep it. So we need consistency. So I like for mayors to stay eight years so they can finish what they started. If they started something, I need it finished. I need this affordable housing to work down to some affordable housing that I like to speak with him about, a different kind of affordable housing. He got my idea though. I had an idea of these one rooms. I like this one room idea. I saw him on TV with that. He had a one room for the homeless. I want the homeless to come off the street, and we're getting them off the street in Atlanta. And whether you like him or not, he doesn't know me like that. He doesn't answer my cell phone. He doesn't respond to me. He doesn't send me an email back. That doesn't mean anything, because who am I? He is the mayor. And I'm not going to hold anything against him because he's getting the homeless people off the street. And winter's coming, and things are bad, and we need to feed our people and take care of them. And many of them are veterans. Where is Morocco Coleman? You all need to get some of that money to Morocco Coleman. And because I was going to join up with Morocco how old was I then? In my 70s even, 60s, 70s. To kind of get I love veterans. My daddy. Think about my daddy. I think about my daddy. You see, that's why I was talking to Nate. Nate is a Marine. I talk to these people that give their time and service to the country. So I don't know. I don't mean to be fussing. I've been fussing lately. Maybe that's why ain't nobody looking at me. But I'm gonna do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy it. You see, I shopped in my closet today. Something hurts back here. I'm aching today, so I'm gonna stop. I don't feel well right now. Whew. Whew, wee. Okay. I love you. It's painful. It's always something. And you can't do anything about the love, though. The love, can't do anything about it. I do love you. You know that. And you can't do anything